Why white people have the best strength genetics?
They don't. And if we let like the whole racist system of dividing people into races aside, even if you adhere to that system, there is no genetic difference between the major haplogroups. So you might see more Europeans or European descendants in most strength sports and assume that this is because of a genetic difference. But then you see like most also Europeans in other strength related sports like wrestling completely dominating. But then you see African Americans very much dominating the sports of professional boxing, which has almost exact the same genetic makeup to dominate in. So you need to have the same, anaerobic strength and anaerobic endurance and type 2 muscle fibers and stuff to be good in weightlifting or wrestling or boxing. So why are there completely different groups dominating those sports? And the only acceptable answer scientifically is it's culture. It's just culture. It's just because of cultural differences more people of a certain group go into certain sports. So like here in Switzerland we have a very long culture of shooting. So Swiss people will be quite good at shooting, not because they have naturally better eyesight or less wiggly hands or things like that. It's just because more of us like shooting. And more like Ethiopians, like since Haile Gebrselassie is such a hero, more of them will get into long distance running. And because there was like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali and other boxers, many young men growing up in certain neighborhoods looked up to them and were like, okay, yeah, that's the man, I want to be exactly like him. And more boys growing up, like in Russia or the USA, go into a school system where they have wrestling in the school. And they look up to their national wrestling heroes and be like, oh, I want to be exactly like him. So it's just culture. There's no genetic difference that can explain any of it. And if scientists try to, they are being dishonest. They're trying to find something and they will see something and think it's an explanation, but it's not. The genetic difference between the group is near zero, and long ago scientists abandoned the system of categorizing people into races. It's discarded as wrong. It's culture.